In this video, you're going to find out exactly what my thoughts are regarding this book. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 23 years. I'm going to give you realistic advice based on my experience. I just finished reading this book because for some reason this book keeps popping up on my Amazon feed, and I'm going to tell you honestly what I think about this. The truth is, I did not like this book, and I'll tell you why. There are some great points to it. I think the people that really should be reading this book, unfortunately for the author, Mark Manson, I don't think they're going to read it. I think the people that like him, that follow him on his blog, are going to read this book and agree with him, and the people that really disagree with him are not going to purchase this book and are not going to read it. But there's a group of people who get very offended easily. We call them the millennials, but I think that with time, you'll find that every generation thinks that they're the best, and the next generation is just screwing up royally. And there's a lot of entitlement, and that's what the book points out. The book really talks about how you're really not that important. You think you're so important, but you're just not. People that brag are usually bragging to hide something. There's so many people, young people with phones, and you just see them doing this and kissing and putting cat noses and ears on their pictures and taking butt pictures and stuff. It's almost ridiculous what you see on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook in particular. And people are so offended by things, and they care so many things about it. I really think that group of people should read this book, and you'd think that they would read the book and go, God, I'm acting like an idiot, and I gotta stop this and realize what's important. And I don't think they're gonna read it, to be honest. Let me tell you the gist of what I thought was good about this book. And I think that if you're this is just my guess now, if you're over 40 years old and you've owned a business or you have a YouTube channel, you're going to get a lot of criticism and you're going to get a lot of hate. And I've gotten my fair share. People are not going to like you, and that's just the way it is. Now, if you're in business, in particular, I'm a chiropractor, and very seldom do you ever have anybody come in and say, I hate chiropractors. I don't like you. That just doesn't happen. If they really felt that way, they wouldn't be in the office. But with my YouTube channel, the fun of it is seeing how many just idiots will make it their effort to just spend all night long just typing stuff. If you've been in business for a long time, you know how to deal with them. You just go delete, 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 delete. I'm here to help you if you want, but you got to meet me halfway. And that's the attitude I have in my office, is that I really believe that my job is to help people get better and lead better lives. And I got to put my effort in. And I do really care if people improve, and I want to help them improve. I think a lot of people, because the subtle art of not giving it's a great title. It grabbed my attention, and they say, you can't sell a book by its cover. Yes, you can, because I think the title of the book leads one to think that you can just walk around and just not care about things and just go, man, this type of stuff. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I think a lot of people who have read this book, where I've seen reviews about it, I think they just read the title and just applied what they thought it meant. The book actually has a good meaning, in the sense that what if you were to stand off the edge of a cliff and be ready to jump off and realize that this is the end of your life? What are you going to remember as being most important in your life? I personally think it's the people that we surrounded ourselves with, family, friends, that type of thing, our relationships. Did we make a change in this world? Did we make the world better? Did I help enough people to lead better lives that they actually maybe accomplished something that they didn't think they could accomplish because I helped them with their own personal health? So overall, I my gut feeling is I didn't think this book was super helpful for me, because I think 23 years of experience owning your own business, trying to stay in business, trying to help people. And if I see 30 people in a day, I'm dealing with 30 different personalities, 30 different backgrounds, 30 different attitudes, and things like that. And you become thick-skinned to learn how to do that. You also become thick-skinned by being married for a long time. You become thick-skinned by dealing with relationships that maybe didn't work out. And I think as you get older, you start to learn these lessons. So for young people, maybe you should read this book. But I think if you own your own business, man, I think you've learned all that you need to know. The gut and gristle of life teaches you lessons, and I think some of the lessons are already in this book. And so what I want you to do is tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that you love this book. Tell me why I am incorrect in my assessment of this book. I just don't give a